Mr. Hartgrave coming to you live on Twitch. And we're talking about PimTech today, and we're also talking about the Save MSF movement. This ties directly into it. This was one of the first teams that came out that was so expensive and had some real shady practices behind it. When this team came out, they sold it to us as, here's the team you're going to need for Dark Dimension. Just as they announced Dark Dimension 4, they announced this team, and we said, I don't know. What the hell am I going to do with that? I'm only going to go through Dark Dimension once with this team. I have to invest a ton of T4's orange abilities, upgraded all the way the ability. That's what we're talking about today. T4's tier 4 ability upgrades. I got to put in like 1,200 upgrades into this thing for something I'm going to do once. Maybe, if you're going for Dark Dimension 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay. Hopefully you're watching this. Hopefully you're not watching this. Hopefully it's the future and you no longer need to worry about orange mats. And now we're on to red mats that we're worried about. And I'm making a new video. But right now we're worried about orange mats. We don't have them. We want to save. All right. To cut to the chase. For those of you who don't have time. Ghost is worth it. The rest of this is not. The only exception is Yellow Jacket. Is a very good character. He has a very good kit. I'll show you why. We'll talk about it. He only has one ability on there that you need, but he's good. He's just a good character with a good kit and a good set of tags. These other ones are only going to be useful to you because we complained. We said, I don't want this. I don't want to buy this. Nobody bought it. And they said, okay, hey, you asked for it. What we're going to do is we're going to make this team useful for you. And you said, oh, great. Are you going to put some new tags on them and make them useful with everybody and make the game good? They go, no. We're going to make it so you alliance leaders and captains have to take your 6 least favorite players in your alliance and tell them, you got to run Pim on the Gamma. At the same time that we come out with the hardest version of the Gamma. Good luck, commanders. That's why we're doing this. Down in the comments, there'll be a link. I'm moving this video up in the rotation. This was going to come later. I said, let me put this out now because this is very relevant to what's happening. It's the same Save MSF movement, Save Marvel Strike Force. We're trying to tell the developer, take the star rating in the Google Play Store down to a 1. I'm not bringing mine back. I'm warning new players, don't get into this game. If you do get into this game, get into it for fun. What we want is we want to hear about the characters we like. We want to play the characters we like, the way we want to play them. We want to be able to do the minimum skills because we're not getting a lot every day. I'm up here in the top 20 alliances. We get 400 orange ability mats every week. I know you in the lower alliances, most of the people watching this video probably are getting like 200 per week. It's not enough. So we got to be thrifty. And this is not a thrifty team. Let's get into it. Let's look at Yellow Jacket. His basic is just going to add some more damage. We don't need that. We can skip it. I haven't even upgraded. I probably will, though. I do like this character. When I finally get some extra T4s, I might do that. You get a little extra health if you upgrade this. Not necessary. You can skip that. His ult is very, very good. To have extra damage on it is even better. I did it, but you don't have to, especially if you're not going to use this. The cool thing about this is it applies the positive effects that he gets when he kills somebody off this on PimTech and Villain Tech allies. This is an ability done right, and that happens at level 5. You don't have to wait to T4. This is good. This is how we used to do it. Now, if you look at Skeleton, and if you look at Shadowlands, I got a video on Shadowlands. That kid is robbery. They lock stuff like this behind a level 7 upgrade, a tier 4 upgrade. All right, that one's not necessary. This one is very good. This is an A rank skill. You're gonna want this if you use this character at all. Gets extra drain when he has offense up. If you put him with Ultron, he's going to always have offense up. Very situational, though. I'm going to say it's A, but if you use him with Ultron, or if you use him on the team. If you're one of those people that's got to use Pim for the Gamma, that's a good one. Moving on to Stature. Her basic, just extra damage. We don't need it. The special costs less ability energy. I do like it when that happens. Not essential though, unless you're running this team, in which case you probably got to do it. But it's like a B rank. Her ult is essential. If you're going to run this team, you have to have it. It's an S rank. It now generates 2 ability energy instead of 1. As we know, ability energy skills are huge. So that's got to be done. It's 240 right there. 240 T4 abilities, these little orange guys over here. Okay, 20% focus. This is also an S rank skill. It's going to give us plus 20% focus to all Pym Tech allies in Dark Dimension, but that's not the important part. It's the plus 10% health for the whole team. So the Dark Dimension thing, that's like a bonus on top, which is fine. I don't mind if they want to do that. Give us a little bonus. But this is a mandatory upgrade for the health on the whole team. You're going to need that if you run it, especially if you run it on the Gamma and the hard one at that. Ghost. This is worth it. Max it out. Tier 15 it. ISO 8. I rarely give hard recommendations, but this is one of them. Striker level 5. She is the best striker in the game to date. And here's why. Let's look at her basic. When this hits, it reduces the speed bar by 25%. If she's a striker, she's going to hit twice and reduce the speed bar by another 25% for a total reduction of 50% in a turn-based game. Abilities that reduce speed bar, that manipulate speed bar, are OP, overpowered. Great ability. The best basic attack in the game to date. I want this to trigger every time. Make sure you put on a team with some skirmishers and some raiders, so vulnerables out there, and then abuse it in raids, Dark Dimension. If you use her on war offense, great skill. Just cannot be more happy with that one. Great character. Special ability also good. No need to upgrade it. Just gives you some extra damage. If you have her, once again, with that striker, she's going to come in. She's going to hit with this, and then she's going to come in and reduce the speed bar by 25%. So once again, just get more value out of that. Same with the Quantum Explosion. This is one of the best ultimate abilities in the game right now. Devastating attack. Not only does it do a ton of damage, but then it also steals health. You have to upgrade this. It's an F's rank. It's going to cost 240. Excuse me. It's going to cost 240. It's well worth it. Well worth. Devastating attack. If you're going to run this team, you're going to want that. If you're going to use Ghost at all, you're going to want that. Totally turn the tide of any battle. Her passive. It's an A rank. It's going to heal Pym Tech team more. This is going to be useful. Even if you just run her with Yellow Jacket, it's good. But if you definitely run the team, you're going to want it. But it's an A rank skill. So her kit's phenomenal. Well worth it. Not upset about this one. But it does make the team expensive. Ant-Man. This is where the real problems start, because Ant-Man should still synergize with the Avengers, in my opinion. I should be able to use him somewhere else, get some more value out of him, or really improve his kit more. But they really held back on this, and they locked a lot of stuff behind the T4 upgrade to make him useless unless I kind of go all in on Pym, which no one's really doing, unless you're really got to run that Gamma Raid and you just don't have other characters. Basic's not worth it, just gives you some extra damage. Special. This is a problem. This is an S rank skill because you always gain an assist from WASP. Up from 70% to always. It's good. It's great. But I got to do it. This should be up a tier higher. This is hard for this team. If it always gained an assist from Ally Wasp and they still kind of had a lot of synergy with the Avengers and I could use Ant-Man and Wasp on an Avengers team, I wouldn't be as upset. But I can't. It's an S rank, though. You got to do it if you're going to do Pym. It's getting expensive. Go to his ult. This gives more damage. I don't need it. That's fine. Then we go up to the passive. Oh, man. It's S rank. So his passive is also going to be an S rank at 200. We're just really off the chart. We're over 1,000 now. Just all this extra chance to assist. You need it. For some reason, he's got a hero tag on him, so you can use him. I guess you can still use him in a Miss Marvel team. I don't even know what the hell they're doing there. Give them some synergy with an outdated team. That's helpful. You get a little dark dimension bonus on it. Yeah, you gotta take that if you're gonna use this team. I mean, you gotta do all this if you want it to really work in dark dimension the way it should. This team is garbage trash. Okay, we're looking at WASP. Let's see what we got here. Just doing some extra damage on the basic, not necessary. We're looking bonus attack 2 times instead of 1 to 2 times. This is good, but it's like B rank. Don't need it. Don't need her special. That's okay. Looking at her alt, more damage. Don't need it. I don't mind stuff. You see, we're still not really down into the weeds like we're gonna get later on as we get into the newer teams. But okay, immunity for 2 turns. It's an A rank for sure. WASP. Passive, A rank for 200. To get immunity for 2 turns instead of 1 is pretty big, especially in raids. And that's on spawn. I mean, wait, it's only in Dark Dimension. I mean, the extra dodge chance is nice. I'm going to move that down to a B rank. You don't need this. You'd only need this if you're going into Dark Dimension. And even then, I'm a little dubious on it because, you know, how much is immunity for 2 turns going to matter for you in Dark Dimension? This is actually a very, very upsetting T4. As it would be this would help make them a war offense team. If this immunity happened on war offense, I could use this team on war offense. So this is really, I see you, and I don't like it. All right, then we're back to the top. So there's the team. If I just do the S ranks, and this is going to be, I can't use this in war. If I just do the S ranks, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, it's 1,000. 1,100. Just for the S, just for their best skill, the most essential skills is 1,100. I cannot recommend this as a budget team. This is not a budget team. I don't know who this team is for. People who have been cursed on the Gamma is who this team is for. I apologize. I'm a leader and a captain myself. If I put you on a PIM lane in the Gamma, I got to put somebody there. It's not because I don't like you. I apologize. If I go up to the A ranks on top, 2, 4, it's another 400. And then if I add that B rank for WASP, which I wouldn't do, it's like just a Dark Dimension skill. But if I wanted to take them into Dark Dimension, let's just say I'm going to make this my Dark Dimension team. 1,700. 1,700 for Dark Dimension. 1,100 for raids. I would say for raid, and really a raid team, you got to max everything. And how many places can I use this? I mean, there are tech nodes. Stature isn't even tech. It's just so upsetting, this team. And this isn't as bad as it gets. The design gets worse from here, but this was the beginning. Because yeah, Stature comes off if I go to tech. So tech nodes in the Doom raids, tech nodes in the other, in the beta. I don't think there's a tech, there might be a couple tech bio nodes on the beta. I don't even know. I know there's Tech Mystic. I'm sorry, I don't know the backstory on Stature. Maybe somebody can educate me in the comments. Why can't you make her tech? Are her abilities really bio? I mean, maybe she got the PIM tech in her blood. I don't know. My budget recommendation is to focus on Ghost. Go to Yellow Jacket if you see value in him. If he works on a team, if you want to use him with Ultron. Otherwise, hard pass. Just focus on Ghost. She's very good for Dark Dimension. Very good. A character in general can add a lot of value to your game. PIM Tech in general is not. I would focus on maybe the other characters on that lane. I know you can use Wakanda. You might be able to get more out of Wakanda. Definitely more out of a Killmonger and some of the other characters. Some Kree characters on there. These characters are very, very narrow in scope and very hard for me to recommend. All right, excellent. Well, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. I'm just looking at my comments here on the side. I got a dual request here. Yeah, absolutely. Find me, leave me a comment, leave me a subscription. Let me know what you think. Like, share the video. Stay tuned for the rest of the series. We're going to keep doing this for every team. That's all I got today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. I hope it helped you. Hail Heartgrave.